Europe's largest gym chain, Basic Fit, says a data breach exposed information tied to about 1 million members across Europe. And we're not talking the useless kind of data either. We're talking names, addresses, contact details, dates of birth, and bank account information. So, if you were hoping this was just another someone saw my workout streak incident, sadly, no. This is the real deal, folks. Basic Fit says the intrusion hit the system that records member visits and was quickly detected and stopped within minutes. Fantastic. Love that for them. Unfortunately, following up with, we noticed fast loses a whole lot of shine when the attacker still walks out with member data for roughly 1 million people. Yeah, this is why data breach fatigue is actually really dangerous. People hear gym chain breach and think, minor convenience. And really, folks, it's not, okay? Once criminals have identity data, plus banking details, plus a believable brand to spoof, the phishing just gets incredibly better, and then the fraud, well, just gets easier, and the cleanup just really lands on the victim, and that's the worst part. The real lesson here is simple, okay? If your business touches payment data and personal records, you're not a lifestyle brand. You're a security company with treadmills. All right, let's move on to our next story. Federal agencies are warning that Iran-linked hackers are actively targeting U.S. water and energy systems by going after internet-facing programmable logic controllers. That means the people running pumps, valves, and industrial processes are now sharing a threat landscape with every executive who thought remote exposure was probably fine because nobody would notice, right? Yeah, turns out, hostile governments took notice. That's the kind of thing that they do, you know? According to CISA and the FBI advisories, the threat actors have targeted Rockwell Automation and Allen Bradley PLCs. They've manipulated with project files, messed with HMI and SCADA displays, and in some cases caused actual disruption and financial loss. So this isn't just a spooky cyber threat. This is a physical world risk attached to bad network design. And yes, the guidance is exactly what you would expect, okay? Get these devices off the public internet. Duh. Lock them behind secure gateways. Duh. Review logs and harden access and stop leaving industrial control gear hanging online like it's a forgotten Minecraft server. All right, the real lesson here, folks, is brutal and boring, okay? Critical infrastructure is still failing at the fundamentals. Nation-state actors don't need magic when defenders keep handing them exposed controllers and weak segmentation, okay? All right, chilling out. All right, in our last story of the day, researchers are tracking a malware campaign called Omnistealer. And check this out. It uses the blockchain, because apparently every terrible idea now comes with Web3 integration. The trick here is actually pretty smart and nasty. Instead of just hosting payloads on GitHub or some sketchy file server that defenders can eventually knock offline, the attackers are staging data in blockchain transactions across multiple cryptocurrency networks like TRON, Aptos, and Binance Smart Chain. Once that data is written, it's effectively permanent, which turns ledgers into malware infrastructure with a built-in persistence fetish. Yeah, and Omnistealer, it really earns its name, folks. Researchers say it targets browser credentials, password managers, cloud accounts, developer accounts, APIs, all sorts of secrets, and more than 60 crypto wallet extensions. In other words, if your machine contains anything useful, this thing would like a copy. Now, at the end of the day, what makes this story matter is not just the malware, it's the delivery model. Defenders used to take down domains, repos, and servers, and you can't do that with a blockchain transaction. It's become immutable right after 5 minutes. So this is a real challenge here. The real lesson is that attackers can keep looking for infrastructure that's cheap, trusted, resilient, and incredibly hard to remove. And every time the tech world builds one, criminals show up like it's a ribbon cutting. All right, folks, that about wraps up today's stories. This is Andy Thompson signing off.